stuck my dick in a hornet's nest. Yeah, welcome to another episode of the Chosen Lost podcast. I'm the Big Chose. Samantha's with me today. That's how I'm starting the podcast from now on. Just some saying some erroneous shit.
Random shit.
Yeah, that way, it catches, catches all the viewers like, what the fuck did he just say? Like, that way they're in the middle of it, and hopefully, like, they're not listening to this without headphones, and then, like, they're at their office or their job or something, and the boss is like, did he just say he stuck his dick in a hornet's nest? Be like, yeah, you should probably
You
like and
know,
follow his shit.
with the week that I've been having so far, like that would not surprise me. I'd be like, there it is. Okay, cool. It's another full moon.
Yeah,
I
right?
just, I would literally be like, so how'd you feel afterwards, Paul? Like, was it successful? Did you have to go to the hospital? What's going on?
Be like, I don't know. I tell you what, it's a little bumpy. Can't tell you what else is going on. Like, on the episode before this, I did one with my friend Kim, and I started it off. And if people have already watched it, I said that's the last time I'll get a colonoscopy done at a carnival. And she did the same thing as you. She's like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yep, this is good. We might have something here. We might
Yeah.
have something here." So I was like, if I catch the guest or the co-host for that episode off guard, I think we got something going on here. So I keep everybody on their toes. So again, if you watch us, if you listen to us, please do me a favor. Go ahead, like, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your people, all that lovely jazz, all that plugging kind of shit. Now on with the podcast. So, we haven't did this in quite some time. I personally took a break when this all happened after the 100th episode. I wanted to go to Geneva for my birthday, take a little time, which was fun. The water was a lot warmer than it was for fucking Father's Day. So I'm just telling everybody, no shrinkage, and I was able to put my dick in that hornet's nest. So, but yeah, I enjoyed my birthday. It's like I feel like so much has passed, and I'm like, oh wow, shit, man, we got a lot to talk about.
Mhm.
But yeah, I did that. I went out for the last time, and it was fun. Um, it's couldn't believe like where I ended up all at, but I was like, oh my god. When I woke up the next day at the hotel room with Brandy, like she had to keep waking me up. I was like, man, shit, this is not who the fuck I just realized it's a young man's game. It really is. I was like, I don't have the time for the night owl shit. None of that. Like, no. It was fun. It was like finally having that closure of
Mhm.
going out. But I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm really okay anymore. So I told her like doing it like the one time a year, it's
Mhm.
it's perfectly fine. Or like going out for like dinner, having a couple drinks with friends, but getting the fuck home by like 9, 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
That's where we are now. That's who we are. I now own
Yeah,
that.
Paul, I feel that. I feel that to my core. Like, it's gotten to a point that like I rush home to be with my cat. Okay, and like I'm finding myself in bed by like 9:30, 10 o'clock now, and I'm like getting to a point where I turn off the lights. I carry her to bed with me, and I'm like, it is time to settle. It is time to go to bed. We're old. We need our sleep.
Right. But the thing is though, does she go to bed?
She's actually pretty good. Like, so she'll come and snuggle with me for a bit, and then she'll jump down, but her bed is under my bed, and that's where she'll lay down for like the majority of the night. She'll stay there. And then it's always at 5 o'clock in the morning. She jumps up on my bed and she comes and snuggles like right here under my like chin to
Yeah.
my chest, like, and she'll be there for a good hour. It's like that's her time, her time. And then 6 o'clock rolls around and she's like, "Bitch, it's time to get up."
Right. And you're like, bitch, I'm trying to sleep and you just may rip out my throat. Like
Right?
you have to look down like you good? All right.
If she's not sleeping like here, she's sleeping like behind me, she's sleeping on my head, like,
Yeah.
or directly on my chest. But she's like very snuggly and very comfortable there. Like she purrs the whole time. Like it's cute. But then there are times that she'll sleep directly next to me and want like cuddle underneath. Like she would literally like nudge her way under my arm so that she's like comfortable. And I like, and she's lucky because like I love her to pieces. My arm will go dead and I'll be like, oh, I gotta move it, but I can't move it because she's there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So when are you gonna get a second one?
You know what? I know people are like, oh, cats are like Pringles. You can't just stop at one, but I'm good with one.
That's fair. I'll allow that because, like, I tell everybody, nobody knows the horror I saw moving into this house. Like,
Mhm.
when because it was like, oh, I'm a cat lady, and I was like, okay, like, what kind of cat lady are we talking about here? And then when I walked in this house, it's like, oh, a fucking cat lady.
Yeah,
Mm,
no.
yeah, I was like, fucking shit. 16, 16 were in this fucking trailer. Yeah,
Nope.
but I got that cat smell the fuck out of here in under 72 hours. So
Good.
yeah,
I keep my apartment very clean. Like
yeah.
you wouldn't even know she was here. Like, yeah. But I am very particular, and this is where, oh my God. So, um, it was about a month ago. I remember the property manager was like, "Oh, we have an exterminator. They're coming to treat the property." And I was like, "Okay, what for?" Like, whatever. And so she came in, he came, he treated. And then she was like, probably about 2 weeks later, she's like, "Oh, he's coming back. He has to treat again." And I'm like, "What are you treating? Like, I'm not seeing anything. Like, what are you treating?" So then my neighbor across the hall was like, "Hey, did you hear? Like, they're coming to treat because we have a cockroach infestation." And I was like, "Where? Like, I don't see any." Right?
Oh,
Went a whole month, didn't see one damn cockroach. He came 4 times. And by the fourth time he came, all of a sudden these little fuckers start popping out. I'm seeing them in my kitchen sink. I'm seeing them on my walls. I'm seeing them like crawling out from underneath my cabinets. I was like, what? And for a whole fucking month, you little fuckers were not out. Like, what the hell?
yeah.
I don't do well with that.
I
So
don't
I was
either.
like, literally sitting here going, I need to move. I need to fucking move. Like, I need to move. And then I was like, no, 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 no. We ain't going to do this. Like, I'm not about to move and then have to deal with something else somewhere else and have to deal with like even more of an issue.
Yeah,
So I went out and I like fucking thoroughly cleaned my apartment. Okay. And then I sprayed Raid all like within the cabinet, like not in the cabinets, but like behind the cabinets. I have traps out. And like I have literally, I have what do they call cotton balls filled with peppermint essential oils like everywhere, right? Not one damn fucking cockroach since. I was like, you've had an exterminator come for 4 times and within a month, and then they start popping out. But the second I bring out my essential oils, these fuckers are gone.
right.
So,
Or they could have been just treating it so much that they were probably going to like different spots, like different apartments.
it could have been because I
Yeah,
remember like my upstairs neighbor, she was the one bitching about it. She didn't move out, but she's not home. And I saw her. She'll come and she'll come back, grab some clothes, grab some shit, and then she'll be gone for another 2 weeks.
hmm.
The crazy hoe bitch is gone.
It's what's funny though is like to I'm shocked. Like you probably had them already with that dude being dead there.
Ew, oh my god, I never even thought of that.
Yeah, like I'm putting two and two together. Like the house, like the
Hmm.
way the apartment and the condition it probably was in, probably attracted like vermin, insects. You know what I mean? And then his body, like, unfortunately decomposing there.
Yeah, and when I spoke to someone, the neighbor, they said that he was up there for almost 2 weeks before they found him.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why they're fucking doing it too. You need to leave that apartment complex.
I know. I've been looking because I was like, my lease is up at the end of end of this year, and I was like, oh, I need to move. I need to move. But then I'm like, maybe I'll just save my money and just move when I go to Connecticut because that's ultimately the goal in 2 years. So,
Well, yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, like I know you've discussed like where you wanted to do, like what you wanted to do, like future plans and stuff. So I'm like,
mhm.
maybe do you just save face and tolerate it for right now,
That's
and just
yeah.
save your money?
Well, that's where I've come to because if I can like just tolerate it for the next 2 years, like I'm
Yeah.
good. I'll be golden because I feel like I could be saving more money, like
Yeah.
tolerating it.
Plus, you don't seem like, I mean, everybody's house can get like messy, like things on the ground, shit like that. But you don't seem like you're the rest of your tenants. You know what I mean? You seem
No.
like you're the anomaly that
Hmm.
stays there. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
even the exterminator said it. He came in and he was like, "Oh my god." He was like, "Do you see this apartment? It's like fucking clean." He's like, it would be nice if the rest of the people would like take note.
Yo, take notes to this apartment. What? 6A. Get it.
Right?
Let's fucking go. Set the standard. Yeah, like I just started like so I will rewatch like Community to fall asleep to when Brandy's not
Hmm.
here. And I forgot that in Community, Annie lives in like a shady neighborhood,
Hmm.
like in a shady apartment before she goes to Troy and Allbeds. And all I think about when they do like, right before she goes is you. Like, oh Annie, you live in a shady apartment. I think she lives above like a porn fucking store or something, or a porn, yeah. And I was like, dude, that kind of reminds me of Samantha's, where I was like, there's some shit that goes on in that apartment complex.
All
Like,
right.
that's crazy. And then, like, now you say this, and I'm like, well, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But oh, girl, I feel that to the core. Like, I feel that so bad. Like, when I was here, like, so we don't get cockroaches, we get wood
Hmm.
roaches. And the first time I got a wood roach, I was in your mode. I was like, fuck this. I get everything out of here. I'll sell this
Hmm.
trailer. I'll fucking go to another one. And then my neighbor, she was like, no, 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 they're common, but they're not what you think they are. I was like, girl, I'm born and raised in the fucking city. I
Right.
know, like, to me, roach is no. Like, it's just
Yeah.
not happening, bro. But then like I had to like look them up, and then like I know that they're like my house isn't dirty, but like they're attracted to like the vegetation, the woods that are like
Hmm.
behind my house, and I was like, okay, well fuck that, go back to the city with your buddies. All right,
Right? You're not welcome.
I was like, you ain't welcome here, my guy. Like, get your shit and get the fuck out. But like I've said it before, like we have field mice.
Hmm.
And I'm like, to me, that's not really necessarily a problem for me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I plugged up all my holes, and I'm like gonna be ripping out cabinets in the winter. But like, I'd rather have that than mice in the city.
Oh my God. I told my mom that because I have been looking, like, my ideal move was that I would go to either Dormont, Mount Lebanon, Upper St. Clair, like somewhere around there where it's still
Yeah,
pretty convenient from where I am because, like I have my dog sitting business and things of that nature. And there was this one, I think it was in Oliver. I don't remember where exactly. Oh, maybe it was Monroeville. I'm not exactly sure. But I was reading it and I was like, and they were like, oh, 3 different people wrote about how in 3 different years it was a rat infestation. And I was like, that is a hard no.
no. And I mean, if I have viewers that watch the show from Monroeville, PA, I'm sorry, your shit is trash.
Yeah.
I fucking hate. I just told Brandy this on Monday. I hate going to Monroeville. There's
Yeah.
just something about it that where I'm just like, why am I here? Or
Hmm.
like, no. The people are rude. Everybody like, no, no. I could do a
Yeah.
whole episode on just Monroeville.
Well,
It's not my
that's
thing.
that's also the other thing too, is like every review that I kept reading, there was something about whether it was the property manager. Like there was this one that I read, and I think it was in Mount Lebanon, and they just kept talking and praising about the maintenance man. And I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, but how often are you guys calling the maintenance man where you're leaving him 4-star reviews? It's often.
Right. Right. If like, if old Chad is here like 17 times a fucking month, why
Right?
is he here? Like,
Exactly.
be more
So
specific.
that's why I was telling my mom. I was like, my rent is reasonable. It's cheaper than most of the rent, right? So I was like,
Yeah.
I know that my landlord is going to raise it this year. He already told me it's fine, but it's not like, he's not raising it like drastically. So it's like, okay, and if I do that, I can actually continue saving money. And the goal is that, like, where my parents live, they live in this cute little trailer park, right? And their landlord already said that they're putting in new trailers within the next 2 years. So my ultimate goal is if I can save enough, I'll just buy a trailer in Connecticut and not have to deal with that shit. And then
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with, reading reviews about different apartments and infestations and things of that nature. Like I get it. There's a lot more work that you need to do to like own your own trailer, but like at the end of the day, I feel like it gives me a peace of mind.
Yeah, that too. And then it also like you have to look into like with ours here, like the I don't own mine. I own mine through somebody. Like I
Hmm.
got like I mean everybody that knows it was free. It was like handed off. But people have their own trailers, and then we also have the ones from the property
Yeah.
managed. And those people are paying astronomical amounts for the lot rent on top of the trailer. And I'm
Hmm.
like, bro, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no
Yeah.
way. But I mean, I'm sure like, but then if you go right up the road into like Butler County, it's night and day. It's not even close. I think it's because we're by the turnpike, like where everything's convenient right here.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's one thing you'd have to like look out for. It's like I highly doubt it would be anything like here. Like
No.
no.
Because like my parents rent their trailer, so they don't even have to worry about like the like the lot or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like my dad told me they have a 2-bedroom trailer. No, 3-bedroom, because yeah, my dad has this little man cave. So even though it's he has his man cave, but it's like considered a small bedroom, so it's technically a 3-bedroom trailer, and he only pays 1,100 a month for it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so I'm like, let's talk to the landlord here. And the area that they live in is pretty reasonable. It's cute. It definitely is like a Hallmark area. I'm not gonna lie.
God.
But it is like it's right outside Hartford, like Hartford and West Hartford.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
hmm
Well, we'll have to whenever you get situated there, where we'll do like a Christmas episode where you're like, it's like a Hallmark episode.
oh my god, I would seriously, I'm dead ass. I would sit there and I would film it and be like, "Do you see how like they have
Look at it. Look at the lights, and the people are so
They do.
bubbly.
They have like a whole Christmas tree in the middle of the center, and they have the fucking lights, and like they have their
They're like
little
the
town
rooms from
center.
Whoville. Everybody comes out. They have like a little fire, and I'll be like,
They do.
"What
My
the?"
mom was like, "Oh, well, we had to go vote at the town library," and I was like, "The town library?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she like showed me where it is, and it's like this cute little library in the middle of the town center, and you've got like a fountain in the direct middle, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is Hallmark."
It really sounds like it. It's like, oh, that's how you'll meet your lumberjack guy or whatever.
I know, right?
That's it. He'll be installing the Christmas tree or something.
And then you know what? And then you know what? I can find a love like I can find a love like Taylor Swift.
Oh my God. I, please don't. I swear it is that is killing me because it's like, okay, they got engaged, but now people are buying the dress she wore.
Uh-huh.
Like, what?
I
That's
can't
like
tell you how many
it's
things I'm seeing
obsession.
online that are just like, let's talk about how great they're both 35 and they both wait. Can we take a minute and like get out of our little fantasy world and start focusing on the fact that both of them have money, both of them are celebrities, both of them have a hell of a lot more options than what I do. I gotta
Right.
work 3 jobs to survive. They don't.
Yeah, right. I don't see either of them working fucking 3 jobs just to make
Right?
it. And you know that wedding's gonna be stupid expensive.
Oh, just like her ring. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I'm sitting there going like, hey, I'm not gonna blow this up, but good on y'all. Good for y'all. But
Right?
I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, did you see the dress she was wearing? We're all gonna buy them. We're gonna buy all kinds of them. And then I was it on Facebook or Instagram? I saw Taylor Swift got engaged. Pumpkin spice lattes are coming out. It's the perfect fucking year. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are we not going to talk about the rest of the year that fucking happened to get us here?
Right?
Uh, okay. Like, let's see. The government's fucking shit. All right.
Uh-huh.
We just survived the fucking most horrible summer of fucking. I swear, I think I lost like 20 pounds and gained it back.
Mm-hmm.
I was so dehydrated and kept eating. And you're gonna sit here and be like, oh, but
Mm-hmm.
all is good in the world because
Or, you know, my heart goes out to Minnesota today. Like, are we,
yeah,
congrats on their engagement, but we now have two parents who lost their children. to gun violence yet again.
Right.
So
I always feel like I feel like that's why I feel like it's like staged. Like
hmm
they did this to keep like all of us invested here,
hmm
but then this happens here and nobody bats an eye. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I could be down a wormhole for days on this, but it's just like
hmm
to me that shit's starting to add up a little bit. Like, oh, look at this bright shiny thing,
And
and
then
then
bam.
boom. Yep,
hmm
yeah.
Yep.
It's a little too convenient for me.
And
It's
it's been
just
happening a little too often.
yeah, yeah. Like, hey, look at this. We're gonna do this bullshit over here, but
hmm
it's cool. So we'll uplift it. So are you going to Savannah Bananas?
I am not, but one of my clients are. They won the fucking tickets.
Yeah. So Big E is going to the Savannah Bananas. Ashley and Xander are going to the Savannah Bananas. Xander actually has a banana hat that he's going to be wearing.
Wait, so I now need to ask: did they win this through the lottery, or did they buy these through like resale tickets?
The lottery.
Oh,
Both
so jealous.
parties. Like Ashley and her party got it through that, and then I think so did Eric. I was like, yeah, all right, cool. But
I'm a little jealous.
I mean, I don't have to go because
Mhm.
Ashley's got me something from their stand, and I was like,
Yeah.
you don't have to do that. She was like, I won this fucking lottery. I'm gonna get you something. She was like, because like it's was like an arm and a leg for people to get into this thing anyway. So
hmm
she was like, I'm grabbing you something. I was like, you don't have. She's like, let me do it. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, okay. I'm like, I can easily go and buy something, but do you? It's the
hmm
thought that counts. Appreciate it. And as
Yeah.
long as Xander has a good time, I don't give a shit.
Right.
I was like, plus, I want to see Xander sit at a baseball game for 9 innings.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be a little bit more interesting for him because it's not like direct
It,
baseball. There's
yeah,
a lot of dancing and entertainment. So,
yeah. So I think he'll get more satisfaction in that than like we've taken him to a Pirate game, and it's when he was younger. It's like she'll correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was like between 7 and 9, and he was all right. He did fine. Um, he wanted like Skittles that were like $8, and I was like, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, bro, you know what? Fine, you're dealing with this shit. So, yeah, and for anybody that gives me any shit, um, the pirate hat goes with the Bart Simpson fucking hoodie, so don't try
I
it.
was going to say, yeah, it matches, but
Yeah, don't let them
speaking of the
try me.
Pirates,
Don't let them
speaking
try me.
speaking of the Pirates though, the Mets just released their 2026 schedule. And so their home opener is March 26th. It's a Friday, March 26th. That's their home opener. Guess who they are playing?
The Pirates?
The Pirates.
And we're in New York?
And guess where I'll be?
I might have to I might have to road trip it just so I can rub it in people's faces.
I like text my dad today and I was like, oh my God. I was like, Mets just released their 2026 schedule. And he's like, did he? And my dad writes back, he goes, holy shit, did they? And I was like, yeah. I was like, home opener, Friday, March 26th. And he's like, okay. And I was like, Pittsburgh fucking Pirates. You know damn well I'm there. And my dad writes back, oh, fuck yes.
Tell you to go with him, and then you lose him again, or he's trying to ask people, cops and shit. Oh my god! So, speaking of our fathers, okay, I knew it was going to come up because I mean it's my dad. So last weekend I went to my cousin Dakota's. Um, like she had her wedding reception. She got married in Punta Cana. She had the reception here, like another one, and my dad and my stepmom show up, and they don't really know nobody. I mean, I don't really know anybody. I'm still starting to get acclimated with my dad's side of the family, but I know more people than my dad. So my dad's sitting there, and he's looking around, and he's talking to like my cousin Autumn and Randy, Dakota's mom, and Dakota and her husband Dalton, and then he goes, picked the wrong fucking outfit for this wedding reception. And I was like, what are you talking about, Dad? I was like, you're in a t-shirt and shorts. Like, you're a t-shirt and jeans. He's like, well, I mean, it looks like one side you could have just wore a cutoff and some biker stuff. He's
Hmm.
like, or you could have dressed a little classy, and next thing they got linen shorts so your balls don't get hot. I was like, Dad, like, and then he's loud, so you can hear him.
Yeah.
And then like he's like, this guy, look at this fucking guy. This guy got like a fucking fisherman hat on and shit. I was like, dude, why don't you just eat some cookies from the cookie table? Have some food. Calm the fuck down. You want a beer or something? Let's just like shut you the
Right.
fuck up. And then my dad saw everybody like it was like they're in their like 20s or whatever, like late
Hmm.
20s, whatever. And there was a lot of people like vaping. My dad goes, oh, for Christ's sakes, can somebody just light a cigarette? For God's sakes, what are we doing here? And I was like, what is your problem? I was just like, what is your deal? And like Brandy's howling because she loves my dad. And
Hmm.
I was just like, dude, I just seriously, I was like, what the fuck is your problem? He's like, I don't know. I'm very out of my fucking element right now. I was like, it's a young person's fucking wedding reception. I was like, just relax. I was like, maybe the DJ will play some stuff. The DJ played nothing but country music.
Hmm.
Oh, you thought my dad was like in purgatory. Like, swear. He was like, can I just play one song that I like? Like a little Slipknot, some 80s stuff. Like, seriously. He was like, I swear, if I hear one more fucking song, I'm gonna lose my shit. And then the next song, I don't know who it was, he starts singing it.
Hmm.
And I said, hey. He's like, what? I was like, I thought you didn't like country. He was like, I know this song from a commercial.
Like, okay.
Okay, Pop. Like, all
Hmm.
right. So then, like, he played like this nice little 80s blend, and all of a sudden, my dad's like getting his little boogie on or whatever. I was like, well,
Hmm.
go dance. He's like, what? And fucking fall on my knees. He's like, I ain't got no. He's like, I could barely stand. He was like, if I do, I'll fucking die. And we're in the middle of Mingo Junction Park. He's like, there ain't no reception there. He was like, my poor grandson's over there trying to figure out life with no electronics and no fucking Wi-Fi. He was like, no, if anything, he was like, we'll save that in case Xander needs it. He's like, I'm not trying to die out here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, that the venue was great. But as
Hmm.
soon as we pulled up, went to like our GPS was getting like crazy. And I like panicked because I looked at my phone and it was at like one bar or SOS,
Hmm.
one bar. And I was like, oh shit. Then I looked over at Brandy's and it was the same way. I was like, oh no. And then I looked at Xander's phone and was like, oh, fucking shit. So when we got there, luckily, Dad is prepared for such an occasion. And I had his iPad that has like all his videos he records on it. So
Hmm.
he was using it for his simulation at the same time because he kept coming over and was like, I need help with the YouTube. I was like, we all need help with the YouTube. Like,
Right.
yeah, I was like, dude, it's not working. Like, it's like there's no cell towers. There's nothing. We're in a park, bud. All right, I'm gonna go throw beanbags. I was like, okay.
Okay.
And he went and he was playing cornhole for like 2 hours. I was like, look, man, as long as he's fine, I don't care.
Hmm.
I don't care. I mean, he tried eating cake. He didn't like it. And then he was fascinated with the cookie table. They told him they could take whatever he wants home, and he took cupcakes home. And I was like,
Okay.
all right, that floats your boat, whatever.
Hmm.
So we left from there and went home because he was real like overheated, and I just wanted to get him home for a second. And then my cousin Autumn was like, why'd you guys leave? And I said, well, Xander was overstimulated. So I just wanted to get him away for a minute, let him decompress, recharge his stuff, and then we'll go. And then she's like, okay, bring him to my house so we can go swimming. And I was like, you guys are still at the venue. She's like, no. Me and her husband, my cousin Tommy, was like, we're going to be at the house. And some of the parties coming to the house. So I was like, okay. So I looked over at Brandy. I said, hey, You want to take Xander night swimming in autumn? She was like, sure. And she lives in Coriopolis, and Xander was in there like right in the car, ready to go swimming. And he,
Nice.
yeah, it's like he enjoyed himself. He had a really good time. And then like he realized that they have like a weight room, so he's on like a treadmill at like 8 o'clock at night trying to get a workout in. I mean, whatever floats your boat,
Mm-hmm.
More power to you.
Right.
He saw they had like a Miss Pac-Man machine. I was like, we don't have to worry about Xander at all. Like
Mm-mm.
he's in his glory. And then they had a drum set, so he's playing drums, and like people were at their like bar area, like coaxing him on, like, go ahead, Xander, go
Mm-hmm.
ahead. And I just told Brandy, I said, yeah, he's fine. He's
There you
perfectly fine. We didn't get home till like 11 o'clock, and Xander was still going.
go.
I
Oh
was like,
wow.
I was like, I just want to go home and go to bed.
All
And
right.
he's like,
And
please
he's
come
like,
and
not
go to
yet.
bed. But I mean, I guess that's payback because the first day of school, um, I literally was walking into my bedroom the night before, and it was like 10 o'clock, and I hear him giggling and whatnot. And I was like, dude, you need to go to sleep. I'll
Mm-hmm.
be fine. Okay, okay, no problem. So 5:30 in the morning, I wake up. I come walking into the living room, and I was like, "Hey, man, I got to get you up in 15 minutes." He's like, "No, 30 minutes." I was like, "Nope, it's first day of school." Man, this kid was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Well, this what happens when you try to stay up late." Like, that's why in those photos, if you see on socials, he's really not too thrilled. He's like,
Mm-mm.
nah, he's like happy, but he's not happy. He's like, I don't want to play.
Yeah. I was gonna say I have a lot of kids. It's actually been a full week of crisis events because a lot of the kids we're not ready to go back to school. They retired. It's just like, oh.
Right. But he's doing exceptionally well because like most of the people that he was like all of his friends, they graduated last year.
Mm-hmm.
So Xander's like the new kid on the block, showing people like, teaching the younger kids. He has a couple of his friends that are back again. But yeah, like they're saying he's like a real joy to the younger classmen. And
Good.
I was like, didn't see that coming, you know. But I was
Mm-hmm.
like, that's great, it's awesome. And now he's doing an intro to electronics, and I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to see what happens here. He's told us that he's working on wristbands, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that entails. And then they're working on some kind of like developing some kind of video game. That's a rumor. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, all right. Well, if it's something like, you know, indie wise or whatever, and it goes to a system, I'll buy it just because Xander, involved himself in it. But yeah, see, I was like, damn, I'm catching the audience up with so much shit that's happened. Like, yeah, Xander went and started his senior year of high school. And
Mm-hmm. Most of my kiddos started on the 21st, and then I have some who were starting on the 2nd.
yeah, yeah, he started on 21st. Like, I love that. I love it, but I hate it. Starting on a Thursday. But then,
Yeah.
like, I guess it gets them settled. You take the weekend, and then you start the full week of, like, you already
Mm-hmm.
know what you're doing.
Yeah. I'll share. I thought you're gonna get a kick out of this one. Like I was just like, wow. So I opened with a new family a month ago. And so I'm finally building rapport with this one client. And I did get a new partner, but she has yet to come out. She's just taking her time, to meet the families. And so I saw this one client. What was today's Wednesday, right? Wednesday, yeah. So I saw this one client on Monday, and I had an individual with her. Right, she's young. I won't share names or ages, but she's pretty young, and she's sitting there, and she works better with me when she can. She has like a fidget. She has something in her hands. Oh, excuse me. She can she could just go ahead and like, play with things in her
Yeah.
hand, like stay focused, right? So she goes ahead and she's playing with. I have like have you ever seen those putties that come in different strengths, like different levels? You have like mild putty, medium putty, really firm putty. It's
No.
it's usually for like stress or if like you did something with your hand and it's like physical therapy.
No, but now I'm interested in that.
Right? So there's like putty that comes in different text, like different it's gonna sound funny when I say this, but it's different hardness, different firmness.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So she really likes playing with those because like she could go from like the really the really soft kind to the really firm. And it keeps her busy and everything else. So she had the medium one. And she's sitting there and she's playing with it, and out of nowhere, like, so she does struggle staying focused. Like, inattentiveness is one of her symptoms.
Yeah.
So we're working on that, right? And she's sitting there, and I'm talking to her about something, and she goes, like, randomly, she goes, "Do you know what the Ouija board is?" I was like, "Yeah, I do know what it is." I was like, "Do you know?" She was like, "Well, I wouldn't be asking you if I didn't know." And I was like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Do you know where it came from?" I was like, "I'm guessing somebody's house. Like, if you're asking where it started, originated from, I'm guessing it was somebody's house." She's like, "No, it came from the bowels of hell. It's the
Oh,
devil's game." I was like, "Oh, okay. Now keep in
well,
mind,
that's what
like,
we're doing.
right?" So I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Well, I was not aware of that." I was like, "Thank you for that, that educational piece. Now let's get back to what we were working on." And she goes, "Well, you know what it does, right?" And I was like,
Sounds
"No."
like shit.
Like, right? So I was like, "No, what does it do?" She's like, "Well, I think it's fake. I think that a lot of times people just use their hands." But she's like, "It does open the door for evil spirits to come in." I was like, "Well," I was like, "I could see that. Some people do believe in it. I personally don't." And she's like, "Oh, you don't believe in evil spirits?" I was like, "No, I never said that. I
You
just
just
said that
said
I personally don't believe that a game will open a door to some sort of portal to evil entities or whatever." She's like, "I don't know. We have evil spirits in this house." And I was like, "Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to trust your word on that. And I'm going to hope that only the good spirits are with us in this moment." I was like, "So why don't we get back to the lesson and then we can talk maybe a little bit more about this at the end?" She goes, "Oh, you don't believe me." I was like, "I never said that I didn't believe you." So keep in mind, she's playing with the putty that's yellow, right? So she took the cover of it and she like kept forming it down, right? So
yeah.
then she cut around it so it looks like a little halo. Then she goes, "You don't believe me." I was like, "I never said I didn't believe you." She's like, "Well, I'm just saying I know they're here." I was like, "Okay." And so she goes, "Just watch. I'll show you." And I was like, I'm sitting here really intrigued, but at the same time, I'm like ready to shit myself because I'm just like, what the fuck is this girl doing?
Because you're trying to keep professionalism, but I know in the back of your mind, you're like, what the fuck is going to go down?
Right? So she places the putty on top of her head like a little halo, right? She stands up on the chair and she goes, "Christ compels you. Christ compels you. Get out of this house. You are not welcome here. Christ compels you." And as soon as she stopped saying that, I shit you not, the fucking dining room lights flickered. And I just looked at her. I was like, "Girl, you need to sit down right now because we are done."
Sam gets a real life episode of fucking Ghost Adventures with their new fucking client. It's like, oh shit. The report is like 1 or 2 pages. Sam writes a book. Like, let me tell
Right?
you, you better go in there with a rosary. You know.
My client is laughing her fucking ass off. I'm sitting here trying to be like, "What the fuck just happened?" Right?
Wow.
Like, and she's like sitting there, she's like, "I told you." And I was like, "Yeah, you did. Now let's get back to our lesson. Like, you need to
Yeah.
sit down."
Let's focus. Let's focus. Let's fucking focus. Listen.
Right?
All right.
So then I go ahead, and at the end of the session, I'm filling her parents in, right? And her mom's like, "Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it flickers from time to time." And dad's like, "No, it doesn't. Not like that." And mom's like, "Okay, believe me, you will." Like, mom is non-religious, but dad is very religious. And so dad looks at me and he goes, "So if she starts talking in tongues tonight, should I call you or the crisis line?" I was
Oh
like,
my god.
"You should be calling a priest."
Yeah. Be like. my guy, there's my job only limits me to like, you know, helping out the child, a little therapizing, not out here with like the purple sash going like having holy water in a fucking basket. Like, golly, dude, that's wild.
Right? That's where I was just like, I called my mom right after session. Like, I bolted out of there. I was like, I'm out. I'm done. But so I leave the house and I call my mom and I'm like, I think I need to go to church. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I might need to go to church.
Yeah. Oh my god. Can wait, because I'm intrigued, but I don't want to get too into it. Can you say whereabouts the house is, like in an area?
It's close to me. I can give you that. So, like the
Okay.
South Hills area.
Hmm. Crazy.
She's like right outside Bethel Park.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Huh. Wild.
Right? But the way she was so like serious about it and being like, I know they're here, I'll show you. And then like that happened. I was like, what are
Yeah,
you not telling me?
for her to dead ass look at you like you don't believe me.
Uh-huh.
That's right from a movie. Or it's
Right?
like the therapist comes over and she's like, I'll get her. Let me tell you right now. And then it's just like not like you don't believe me. It's like you don't believe me. It's like
Uh-huh.
I didn't stop it. Like
Right?
I didn't say all that. What are you doing? Like
That's where I just wanted to be like, honey, who are you talking to in the shadows in the middle of the night?
right?
Like,
But like shit, I don't know if she didn't give away like names or anything. Like there's Gary or something.
no, she did
She just
not.
said
She
that
just
there's
said
people
that there were
there.
evil spirits in her home.
Well, okay. All right. As like this is like the horror paranormal person I am, I'm so intrigued.
Right?
I am, but at the same time, I'm looking at you like, bitch, don't go back there.
I
Like,
know.
I mean,
I
she
have to
told
go
me a
there on
great kid, but
Friday
I
and I'm
mean,
like,
like,
Mom.
is she like younger?
She
Like,
is young. Yeah.
okay, because like, I know, well, no, she's probably between like, I don't know, 7 and probably like 14. But like young kids can see them.
So she is within that age range and she does have a very vivid imagination, which is why I'm like, is she open
I mean,
to
I'm cool with that. Everything you're saying till the fucking lights flickered. Then
that's what I'm
that's when I was
saying.
like, that's when I'd been like, you know,
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Because at first I was like, I'll play along because like 2 weeks ago she told me that she truly believes that there's a word for it and I forgot. It's not a furry, but it's a word that represents that you were reincarnated as an animal. You once were an animal in your past life and like you're able to shape shift and turn into these animals.
like a skinwalker.
Sort of, but it's not called a skinwalker. I forgot what it's called.
Okay, but like down
But
that road, like down that avenue,
yes, and she
some
truly
similarities.
believes that she is a cat. She truly believes that she is a cat and a gray wolf. And for each different personality type or mood that she's in, she has a different animal. So, like when she's happy and playful, she's a golden retriever. When she's in her protective mode, she's a gray. Oh no, excuse me. When she's happy and playful, she's a tabby cat. When she's protective, she's a golden retriever or a German shepherd. But when she's pissed off, she's a gray wolf. So there's an animal that associates with each different personality type, each different mood that she's in. And so I mean, I'm open to it. I'm like, we can use this in treatment. We could definitely work with this because although she says that she doesn't know when she shapeshifts into these animals, she knows that it's happening. And I kind of work with her on that. Like, hey, if you're a gray wolf, how do you control yourself from attacking somebody else?
Right.
Like let's use that as coping mechanisms, right? So when she told me about like, the evil spirits, I was like, I'll play along. Let's go. We'll see where this goes.
Yeah,
Up
right. She's a
until the lights
challenge.
fucking flickered.
Yeah,
And that was
like
where I was like, done.
Yeah, that I swear that would have been me. Where I'm like, okay, yeah, like as a parent or as somebody's dealt with kids, I'm like, yeah, all right, cool, yeah, yep, mm-hmm,
Hmm.
yeah. Oh, shit, you're getting up on the chair. Okay, wait, what?
Yep.
Why are you screaming? And then all of a sudden, it'd be like, boom. I'd be like, did you make that fucking lights go off? I'd be right to the parents and be like, how often does this shit flicker?
Right?
Like, do you have like an
Do you
air
have a loose
conditioner
wire?
used?
What's going on?
Yeah, do you have like an air conditioner that like sucks the power, makes it go like real quick? Like I get it, but I mean that shit hasn't did anything to little Miss did this shit over here. And then
Right?
I need to know. I need to know. But like to me that would be like not scary, but like if she goes like she went from like a great wolf to like, oh, now I'm gonna be like Leonard, and you'll be like, who the fuck is Leonard?
Right?
Like, you know what I mean? Then I'll be like,
Uh-huh.
okay, hold up. I'm like, no,
That-
I
That's
don't want
when
to
I
be
would be like, does she have dissociative identity disorder? But she's too young for that. She can't have that. What the fuck is going on?
right, right. And now Leonard's making the fucking lights flicker. What the fuck is happening? Your partner's just over there going like, but like, yeah, yeah,
That like my
exactly.
partner wasn't there thankfully for that, but when I told her that, I was like, "Are you okay?" She was like, "I'm not okay." She was like, "I don't feel comfortable going to this house now."
We do this now, bitch. We do it as a team.
Right?
All right.
If I want to be taken out by an evil spirit, you're gonna be there with me.
If we're going in there, we're gonna be like Ed and Lorraine fucking Warren from The Conjuring. We got to figure out what the fuck is going on in here. All right, there's some shit. There's some shit. She turned the dough into a halo. Okay, the putty turned into a fucking halo. Like, oh my god. Like, dude, and you just picked them up.
Yeah,
Mm.
I've been open with them for a little over a month.
And this is the first. This is
Yeah. Yep. So we had because when I opened with them it was like right before I went home in July.
okay.
And so I had opened with them, but then my previous partner kind of took over and they did not really work well with my previous partner. So there was a lot of like, I don't know, I want to say like animosity between them, but at the same time, they just didn't feel comfortable with her. So there wasn't a lot of rapport building. And so after I returned and she was gone, I had to kind of like step in and say, how are we going to do this? Like I had to take a new approach with the family.
Yeah.
And my identified patient, who is the one who like I'm working with, um, she doesn't feel comfortable with many therapists. And so I just sat down with her and I was like, let's just play a game and talk. Let's see what happens. And that was like the first two sessions. And she told me the other day that she feels really comfortable with me. She considers me family. So she was like, I could tell you anything. And that's kind of what led into the Ouija board. And that's where I was like, well, honey, I'm glad that we have a good rapport, but this is going beyond.
Yeah. I mean, at least like at least she didn't just like I don't know. Like it's like the movies. At least she didn't come right out and be like, there's spirits here.
Right?
Like, don't sit down, Miss Samantha. They're watching you. I'd be like, hold the fuck up. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
I'd be like, I don't think anybody's watching me. They are. I'd be like, okay, calm the fuck down.
And then, like, as I go home, I'm paranoid as shit, being like,
Yeah, right. It's like when you watch a scary movie, you go home and you watch something like comedic relief for a minute, be like, okay.
right?
Or you drown yourself in like a nice, like funny book or something, be like, okay, motherfucker. I don't know. Meanwhile, the book's like the Bible and you don't even own one. You're like, I don't give a fuck. Uh, a little bitch made the fucking lights flicker. I just want to know.
Like, I don't know what
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck she did it. But if not, she's pulling one hell of a magic trick.
right?
Dude, the best the what I take from that, and I think it's crazy, is she was hell bent on proving it to you.
Hmm.
Like, you want to see? And then she just
And
sat there making that halo, like, I'm gonna show
yeah,
this bitch. I'm gonna show her
but
what this shit
that's
is.
also where I have to wonder because, like, when she told me, she was like, well, I feel comfortable with you. Like, I consider you family. I wonder, based on what I am seeing, right, I do suspect that she doesn't have much of a close relationship with her parents. And I think a lot of it is that, a lot of parents don't quite understand their children who have, behavioral
Yeah.
diagnoses and things of that nature. And I think that's where her parents are. So when she does talk about her becoming, a gray wolf, her dad looks and he's like, oh, okay, so you're just making shit up again. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for him to make that connection. It's hard for him to just put his own feelings aside and say, okay, so you're a gray wolf, let's work through this. And so I think knowing that I, have told her it's okay, like I'm totally okay if you want to be an animal, like I'm not going to judge you on that. It made her feel comfortable enough to be like, hey, nobody else believes me when I tell them this shit, but I know you will.
Right. And then that just opened the door to, you want to see a magic trick? Like,
I
you
know, right?
basically, it was like, hey, you know what? You want to see something crazy?
Right? I would have been
Yeah.
good with a card magic trick, not
Yeah,
not
right.
something this intense.
Yeah, right. I'm like, as soon as she started screaming the power of Christ, I'd be like, hold the fuck up. Wait, what are you doing?
Right?
Like, who you
Like, girl, sit
tangle?
down. Sit
Like,
down.
yeah, like the dad in me would be like, sit down, please get down. And then as she's screaming it, the dad in me gets so triggered where I'm like, get the fuck down.
Uh-huh.
Like, please get the fuck down. Like, what are you doing? I'd be just sitting there like, God. Like I'd have been you. As soon as them fucking lights flickered, I'd have been ghost. Gone. I'd have been
Yep.
like, well, you know what? That's all the time we have for today.
I know we're ending a
So,
half an hour early, but
but I mean, like, the fucking lights flicker, guys. I mean,
right?
and you're telling me this shit don't happen? But it seems like dad was all like, no, this shit happens. Like, it doesn't happen like this. I was like, when you said that, I was like, wait a minute.
Hmm.
So, how often does this happen, dad?
Right?
Yeah, like a little
Like,
bit more questions here.
I don't know. And I mean, dad always laughs and says that like his grandmother, because his grandmother was very close with, with my client, and I mean, even my client to this day, she still talks about her. Like, she'll draw pictures, she'll still be like, oh, Nana this, Nana that, and like I openly allow her to talk about it because she is still grieving. She lost somebody who
Yeah,
was very close to her. So, and like, most of us know that like you don't ever stop grieving. Grievance doesn't just go away.
for
So
sure.
whenever she brings up her Nana, I allow her to talk about her. I allow her to draw it. I kind of bring up good memories and whatnot. So, I don't know. Dad always says that he feels like his grandmother is still there, that his grandmother's still like present and like, and I never judge it, because we don't know. We don't know what
Yeah,
afterlife is really like. So, I kind of want to chalk it up and be like, maybe that was the grandmother playing a joke because she used to play a lot of jokes with my IP. So I wonder if that was just something that like, just to be like, hey, I'm here. I hear
right.
you.
Or
Joking
maybe
with
she
you.
was just like, hey, you want to pull something crazy on your therapist? I want you to say the
Right?
power of Christ. Feel like the power of Christ compels you, and I'll fuck with the lights real quick.
Right.
Just let her shit her pants real quick. That way she's like, what the fuck just happened? I mean, that's true too, but I mean, like, the only thing I'd have been taken back is when she's like, "There's evil spirits here," just like the
I
monotone
know.
voice. That
Hmm.
I watched too many horror movies where a kid's like, "Want to see something?" And be like, "No,
Oh, I know.
no,
Hmm.
no, I'm okay." You know
I'm
what?
good. I'm good, thanks.
You know what? Why don't you just keep messing with the putty? Call it a day. You know, is that a fucking halo?
And then
Like,
like I saw them yesterday and she goes, "Did you bring she goes, "Did you bring the putty?" And I was like, "No."
Tim's like, we ain't fucking going 2 for 2. I don't care if it's you or grandma fucking with me. It ain't happening again.
Right?
Oh my god. I just think it's funny that like she took the opportunity because it was yellow. Like she was
I-
just like, hey, here we go.
right?
Just gonna turn up in this session. Meanwhile, the parents are like, oh, it's just Tuesday. It's fine. You
It's
know,
just it's just Monday. It's another manic Monday.
it's
It's
just
cool.
it's fine. It's totally fine. She's all of a sudden she's like a great wolf that has psychic abilities. We just don't know.
Right?
It's fucking some crazy shit. That's just like, but I mean, like, I mean, good luck with that though. Like, if it gets crazier, I need more details. Just saying.
Oh yeah. I
When
mean,
you text me and
honestly,
be like, "We
right
called a
now,
priest," I'll be like, "Yes."
like right now, honestly, they're one of my They're not so challenging. I have quite a few other challenging families, but this is one that I'm really intrigued with. Somebody that I'm like seeing they will benefit from family based. You know, the whole family is like, oh, okay, we have to, you know, we want this, we want to get better. These are the goals. Like they're buying in. You know, they still show
Yeah.
up to session 3 times a week, and the fact that she is even buying in, like she remembered my name. And mom said, you must be doing something well. And I was like, why do you suspect that? Mom's like, she doesn't ever remember her therapist's names.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, you might have a connection with her.
mhm.
Yeah, hopefully you don't get an attachment.
You mean to her or the evil spirits?
Well, maybe they could be both. You
Because
guys get a nice
I
little
already know
rapport going.
I already know she's too attached. Because when she was just like, well, you're family, right? And I'm like, no, I'm your therapist. She's like, well, you come here enough. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to be here for 8 months. Like you know, you're going to see a lot of me. She's like, well, I consider you family. And I was like,
I'd have been like, okay,
never
calm down, Vin Diesel. All
is.
right,
Right?
like, like, I get it, and I, I appreciate it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, let's just keep it here. Because if
Right?
I go home and I'm trying to lay in bed and my cat starts looking in corners of my house, I'm gonna fucking lose it. All right, because like cats can see paranormal shit. So I'm just
I
like,
know. I'm like
if you,
looking at her. She's somewhere, but like she hasn't
I was
done
like,
anything creepy yet.
but at least she isn't like up in the corner over there just staring in the corner. I'd be like,
I know,
Samantha.
right? Nope.
I'd be like, Sam, don't go back to that house, girl. Like, I
I
don't
know,
know what's
right?
happening.
I will literally tell my supervisor, be like, I can't go. It is haunted. It followed me home. I cannot do the shit.
If there's an attachment, my cat is losing her shit. Like, I don't know.
Right? I'll just go to my other client who's like, his mom is very much involved. Like, she's into the holistic and the sage and everything else. And she's like,
uh,
Dad asked about when her kid was sent to the hospital the next day. She was like, it was from an evil spirit. And she like brought the sage out and she was very
started
like,
fucking. Oh god.
so
Well,
I'm
if
just gonna hurt.
you could balance it out, like you go see them, and if any kind of attachment gets on you or energy, then Mom B over here would be like,
Right?
you're on. She'll say some dirty shit too, like you're unclean. You'll be like, bitch, what? Be like, I know, I showered today. Okay. She'll be
And she'd
like,
be like, no, your spirit is tainted.
there's there's aura around you. And then you could just be like, do you even know me? Like, do you know what I've been through? Yeah, it's probably a little black over here, okay? It's a little dark. But if there's somebody attached to me, get them off me. Like, get that sage, do your thing.
Right? Do you think?
Do your thing, cleanse all over me because I got to go there tomorrow. So, you know what I'm saying? I just figure I work it out, balance it out. That way I go home, do my thing.
And I have to worry.
That's it. Nobody bothers me or the cat except like if I see a roach, I'm gonna lose my shit. Okay, we'll
No,
keep it
right?
that. We'll keep it that way. I'd rather lose my shit over a tiny bug than a fucking creepy old man in the corner. Okay.
Right?
All right. So sage away, boo boo. Sage away. She's out there fucking doing the oils and crystals on you, and you're just like, okay. It's like, all right. She starts reading you fucking psalms and shit. You're like, well, I mean, I don't care.
Right?
As long as everything balances out in the end, I don't give a fuck.
See, and like for me, I'm not a religious person, so like I really don't think of these things. I don't really like,
Yeah,
I don't associate with it. I'm just like, I kind of don't believe in it. I'm like, okay, like, I mean, I'm the type of person who I will respect somebody else's religious beliefs as
for
long as it
sure.
doesn't cause harm to themselves or others. But like, you know, so for me, when they're like, oh, you're going to hell, I'm like, oh, well, I thought I was already in hell. Like, okay.
I swear that like somebody does that, like they'll say something to me and I'll be like, dude, I got a fucking VIP ticket. Like
Right?
shit.
Like, I'm partying up with him. Like, you're not
Yeah, like
stopping me. That's not a
he
threat.
if I go down there and I put and they say you on the list, I'll be like, yeah, number like 7. Like he's been waiting. Like,
Right?
by that time we got that motherfucker. It's about time.
That's
Like
why, like, I don't know. I always hear, like, even my family is so notorious for doing this. They're just like, God will judge you. So whatever you do up here, you better start to think, because when you go up, he's going to judge you and he's going to look back on everything. And I'm just sitting there going, but isn't he the one who's also supposed to forgive me? Like, I haven't murdered anybody. I didn't commit adultery. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
aren't I okay in his book then? Like, what happens if I go see a priest? And they're all like, no, you don't understand. You don't follow his beliefs. I'm like, so then who the hell says that I'm going up to heaven then if I don't follow his beliefs?
Well, I used to get that too. And I'm like, you got to be careful what you do here, because like when it's that time, and I always will go, didn't he die for our sins?
Right?
Crickets.
Uh-huh.
And I'm
But
like,
then, like, I'll throw it in their face and be like, okay, but like, why can't I just do good just because I have good morals? Why do I have to be good now to please somebody who may not exist?
true. When the lights go out and it's time for me to fucking cancel the flight, check out.
Mm-hmm.
If there's nobody there and I'm just in this void of like dark space, I'll be like, you motherfuckers. I am like, you motherfuckers. I'm like, there ain't a soul here.
See,
I'm
like,
just here.
yeah, but that's honestly how I feel. I honestly feel that when the lights go out, that's it. Like, I don't really believe that there is an afterlife, but that's just my belief. I think when you're done, you're done. Like, your body is just it's shut down, it's done. But I already told my parents, I was like, all I know is this. Should I go or when I go? Okay, because again, I can't control when I go. When I go, I want I want my body donated to science. Okay. Donate all my organs because I surely don't need them. Give them to somebody who can live. Okay.
True.
Then I want myself to be cremated and I want a memorial. But here's the kicker: I do not want anyone wearing black to my memorial. I want you to be you. I want you to express yourself. I want you to show just be you. I don't want you to mourn for me because I want you to remember me for all the fun and good times and the whatever I brought to your life.
I'm gonna show up as the Reaper.
Great. More power
I'll be
to
like,
you.
I'll be like, because you know what? She would want it. She'd want
I've
it. When
already
I
got
just
my friend who's going to be putting a record in next to my and being like, "Hey guys."
no, like if they do them like, but that's the thing. You have to like do the layout and then be like cremated. That way you're like laying like you're there, and there's this thing like, I'm just sleeping. Like
Right?
that's cool. I'm all right. Just taking a really long nap. You know. But like, I could see you doing some shit like, man, this casket's bigger than what I anticipated. I didn't need. I don't need all this. Like, just some slick shit too, just from you. And I would just be like, I can't hold my composure. Like, 'cause this shit is on fire. She's killing it right now. Like, oh my god.
We're like, look at all this leg room, guys.
That's it. There's all this leg room. Hey, can somebody put my ghost collection of shit down here? Because I mean, like, hey, where's
No,
my
I'm just gonna
blanket?
donate all my ghost shit to my younger sister to piss her off.
I can see you now. But like, did somebody grab the blanket? Put the blanket down here. Why are my feet so cold? There's a draft.
Where are my damn slippers?
I'd be the one, swear to God, that goes to the bottom of the casket and be like, a lot of fucking room. I can
Be
see
like, look,
Brandy
guys,
now.
my feet still don't touch.
That would be me. I'd be like, after all this time, her feet still don't touch the bottom of this casket.
I asked my dad because I was like, nobody does a full viewing anymore. Like, nobody ever just like does the full casket viewing. So I was like, if they like close half the casket, which is usually from the waist down, why do you got to wear pants? Why can I not like just be dressed from the top half like I would do at a Zoom meeting?
Well, then I was like, that'll fuck me up because I'll be checking the bottom. I'll be like, I'll just close it because like I can see like somebody coming over to me and be like, she's not wearing pants. I'm like, I can clearly see this now. I can clearly see this. But who the fuck puts socks on her? Well, she's not that way. She's not cold. Cole, I see everything from her waist down. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But she has these booties on. Okay. Somebody put a pair of pants in the bottom of this coffin for her. That way she has them. This is rude. What if she got to walk around?
I don't know. I had asked my dad that before. I was like, why are people buried with shoes? And he said that sometimes it's like a cultural thing where they really do believe they have to like walk, and so they want them in. And I was like, well, if I'm going to do that, then put me in some fucking sneakers. So I'm going to say.
I mean, that now, like now, I want to start opening bottoms of caskets. Thanks to you. That way, I'm just be like,
I
nice.
can see you go to the obituary section. Oh, the funeral's on Saturday. Okay, I gotta go.
And then Brandy be like, "Where are we going?" I'm like, "I gotta make the quick stop real quick." She'll be like, "Are you going?" She'll be like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Man, I just gotta rant." Okay. Whole fucking family looks at me, some random stranger. I'm like, "I just had to check." All right, I'm sorry.
Family will all be up there, be like, "Do we know you?" No, but I really needed to check this
I'll
out.
be like, "You don't understand this, but like, I'm the casket inspector. Like, I had to come in real." I'm like, all right, everything's up to par. Carry on. And then you like shake their hands, like, so sorry for your loss. But then like you just dip out. Who the fuck was that guy? I don't fucking know. I don't know. No idea. Jesus. It's fucking great.
Hey, but I won't lie, the inside of those caskets are comfortable as fuck.
There's a dude that does a podcast in caskets.
He does it in caskets?
Yeah, he does like he's in one and another a guest is in another one. I
Oh, I
can't
would
remember the
so
name
do
of it.
that.
But like I've seen it and I was like, that's quite interesting. Like, all right. But I mean, to each his own, you know.
I mean, my dad used to bring home the inside of the caskets, and like my mom would literally turn them into blankets to put on our bed. And like those fuckers, oh, in the middle of winter, you put that on your bed. You know how warm that shit is?
Well, got to keep shit out of that fucking gasket. So, I mean, I could imagine. I could imagine.
It's so soft and warm. Like, oh, yeah.
Ah, right? Maybe your feet will touch.
Well, my dad did say that they make caskets. They'll measure you and they'll find a casket that fits your size. So
Right? Thank God, like, nobody's, like, carrying you to, like, the site. Be like, instead of it being, like, 6 or 8 people, it's, like, 4. It's like, it's
yeah.
fine. Just lift her up real quick. It's fine. It's totally
But
okay.
this is where I get annoyed. Why can't we rent out caskets? If I only need to lay in it for 4 hours before I go into a cardboard box to be burned, why the fuck do I need to pay for a casket?
Yeah, that's actually very valid. But can you imagine that, though? It's like, okay, they had it for 3 hours. It's been 4, and then they fucking just throw you off real quick. We need this for the Smith family at 6 o'clock. Let's go.
She only rented it until 6, guys. Let's go.
Yeah. Your poor little body goes flying over here, and I'm like, somebody go get her. Like, oh my God. And then I'm like, how rude of them or whatever. But like, we're just gonna burn her. I'm like, but still, bro, like, can you like get her out of the room first before you just fling her somewhere? She don't got no fucking pants on, bro. Come on. She ain't got no fucking pants. You gonna do her dirty like that, man? That's That's jive, man. That's fucked up shit right there, bro. That's just mean. That's just mean. You know what? You're never coming back here. Never. Does that dude have pants on? Fucker. All right, whatever.
See, but that's also what, like, I heard that they will still embalm you even if you're going to get, like, cremated. Because for the viewing, they still need to, like, make sure that you're not rotten and smelling.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I don't know, dude. What if I have, like, a viewing the next day? What if we can make this snappy?
Sam's like, is there like a 72-hour sale that happens? where it's just like, get to it. You know what I mean?
I got things to do. I'm gonna do you walking. Let's go. Anything's fast.
People be asking me like, "Yo, when's Samantha's viewing?" Her viewing, cremation, and service are all in one fucking day within 6 hours.
Right?
Wow, damn! How the fuck she do that? She got a Groupon for this shit. I don't know. I was like, and it works. So I mean,
Right? I just want to, spare you your time.
yeah.
Take
I
one day
mean,
off of work. Boom.
that's it. Yeah, they don't really do like a lot of places like well, a lot of people I know now, like when my grandma, it wasn't traditional like the 2 days and then the service. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It was like one day and then that happened, and then I was like, wow, okay. Because I've been to like when my great grandparents passed away, it was the 2 days, but
Hmm.
final goodbyes, the service, up
Yeah.
to the cemetery. I'm like, man, that's what it is now. It's very
Hmm.
boom, 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 boom. I'm like, damn, we don't even like the dead no more. We're just like, get them out of here.
And get them out.
Get them out of here. Yeah, but the thing is, though, with yours, if there's a girl in the background, it's like the power of Christ. I'm like, shit the fuck down. I'll be like that. I don't know how you got in here, but sit the fuck down. I'll be like, give me the halo. Give me, give me it. Give me the
You are not
fucking
about to bring
halo.
uninvited guests to this.
But like, nobody said your friends or your gram, if you're playing tricks, was invited.
Right?
Okay? My friend wouldn't have wanted that. All right? All right? If she knew you were going to be here, there would have been pants. Okay? There would have been fucking pants. There's no way you're seeing you're not seeing the bottom half of Miss Samantha. All right? Get out of here. And if we're at 601, you're gonna see the bottom half of Miss Samantha, okay? So sit your ass down. Did you see that? Like, there's the other one. Somebody I don't know. I came across it where like you can be like planted like
You could be planted as a tree. Yes.
yeah
I talked to my dad about this because I was a little disappointed. Apparently, you cannot be turned into any tree that would produce fruit or vegetable. Like, yeah, fruit. So, like, I can't be an apple tree or orange tree or anything of that nature.
for real because that's what I was curious. Like yeah, motherfuckers eat me. All right, you gonna
Well,
be over
that's
there
what
like
I was saying. I was like, I could become an apple tree. And every time you pick an apple, you'd be like, this is Sam. That you can invite
yeah.
me. And my dad's like, no, it's illegal because technically they would be eating you. So,
Oh, so in a way, even in the afterlife, that's still cannibalism. It's like, what the fuck?
right?
But but Jesus can do it at a dinner party.
But when I do
But when
it,
I do it, it's a big deal. Jeez. Jesus would be out here and be like, here, drink this. This is my blood. Eat this. This is my
Mhm.
body. But I want to come back as a fucking apple tree. No, no.
Then I'm
Nobody's
the
getting apple
psycho.
pie. Yeah, but yeah, right. But I'm the psycho. Yeah, all right, fine. Nobody's gonna get apple pie for fucking Christmas now, thanks. Because it's his day, it's his birthday, so it's all about him.
Well, that's what I told my parents. I was like, I would really like to be buried as like a tree. Like, just let me in, make me a tree. I don't care. But then my dad's like, well, what if I don't want to make you into a tree? I was like, then spread my fucking ashes. Keep the ashes. I don't care. I'm dead. Do
I
what you
mean, yeah,
will.
for real. Yeah, it's like, don't anybody let me get part of it. I'll put you at PNC Park.
Oh,
I'll
I'll
be
come
like,
back to haunt your ass.
maybe that's the setup. And then all of a sudden you just show up and there's like this little woman running across my trailer, and I'll be like, hey, Sam. But like, so how's the afterlife? Because, bitch, you ain't wearing pants. So you went there, you thought. I'm
I would
like, we left
purposely
you
make
some in
sure.
the coffin, Samantha. Why didn't you grab them?
I would purposely make sure that the pirates like lost every season.
Yeah, I mean, don't they kind of already do?
I mean, they do, yeah. Well, who was it? Wasn't was it was the Bambino curse? Yeah, the
Yeah,
Bambino curse. Now would be the Samantha curse.
right? No, you're luck. They'll end up fucking winning. I'll be like, what did you do? I'll be like, what? Then I'll start blaming myself. Be like, what did I do? What did she do? I don't know. Oh my god. I'd be losing my shit. I'd be like, man. All because I spread her ashes down PNC Park. Son of a god damn it. No, I was like, I wouldn't be that mean to you. I'd be like, mm-mm. I'd be like, hey, we're gonna no, and all of a sudden, like wherever your whatever your ashes are in, it starts burning my hand. I'd be like, all right.
Just give it a sign.
I'd be like, all right, we're not going. And as I'm walking away from PNC Park, it's like cooling off. I'd be like, all right, all right.
I mean, I give you credit. It is a beautiful ballpark, but like the team kind of, yeah,
Kind of
no,
taints it. Yeah,
yeah, it does.
yeah. We just had so we have our like new overseer of our plant now, like our boss, our new boss since our old one retired. And he's a guy I'm real cool with from Cincinnati. And he was
Mhm.
putting up his like Cincinnati stuff in his office. And I knocked on it and I was like, you're gonna get a lot of shit for that. And he was like, well, oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. I was like, oh, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care. I was like, you're from there. It's fine. I was like, I got a friend from New York. You know what I mean? It's fine. I said, but this place, this city, I was like, dude, they're like so cutthroat. I was like,
Mhm.
the Bengals one, they'll be on your ass. You might have a victory with the Reds one though. Like I was
Yeah.
like, 'cause I was like, the Reds are way better than the fucking Pirates are. I was like, but just be ready for what's coming because
Mhm.
I was like, we have to win every World Series or at least get to the playoffs. We have to win every Super Bowl. We have to win every Stanley Cup. He was like, oh, that is for real. I was like, no, that's legit. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, this city is very diehard sports fans. Like,
Mhm.
I was like,
And they're
yes,
more like their team of fanatics, not like. Yeah, I could see if they were like, "Oh yeah, it's sports. It's okay. Let the best team win." But no, it's they think that they are the best all the time.
yeah. That's why when they start on the rambles and all that, I just go like, I'm like Homer in the hedges. I'm just like, I don't want to deal. I just don't. Like, I just like
Mhm.
sports. It's okay to like sports.
Yeah.
Like, I'm uh Saturday starts pit football and they're playing Duquesne and I'm already seeing like people wearing like the Duquesne Duke stuff in town and then the pit stuff and I'm like, well, a little inner city rivalry never hurt nobody. You know what I mean? Between
Mhm.
the colleges. But I was like, I don't want to go there and it's like everybody freaking the fuck out on each other because then I'll be like, yeah, let's go. I just want to
Yeah.
see I want to see Yinzer's Yins real bad. It's so bad. I just want to see it just so I could be like, this is my
That's
city.
like. Hold on, I'm trying to check the score now. Oh, okay. I can't look at that. So the Mets are currently winning 6-0, top of the eighth, and they're playing against the Phillies, right? So if you've ever been to Philadelphia, it's kind of like here in Pittsburgh, where they're just like, oh, we're the best, right? So I have a friend who lives in Philly still, and he will sit there and he'll be like, you ready for a loss? Now, the Mets started at 6 games behind the Phillies. So they were like, oh, the 6 game wait. Should the Mets hold this lead and win tonight, right? Then I think it's a sweep. Let me double check.
Okay.
I think they're a sweep. I can't tell you how many Philly fans are making excuses as to how the Mets cheated in the game, and that's why the Phillies lost.
Well, it's kind of the same thing over here with
Yes.
with the football team. There's always an excuse. There's always something. Hey, do you
Mm-hmm.
ever just think maybe the better team won?
Right. Like.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not hating on your team. I'm just saying. Do you ever think maybe the better team won?
Right. That the
It's
better
just
team played better, or it's okay.
it's
It's okay to admit that.
it's it's, it's perfectly okay. You don't got to go on a tandem like fire the whole team and whatnot. The only one you could probably do that with is probably the Pirates, because like, I mean, God forbid, Jesus Christ, that team's just awful. But yeah, like, oh my God, it never ends here. It never ends.
Yeah.
I was like, I've always wondered if that was the way. I don't know if it's just PA or if it's like other states that are like other teams.
I don't know. It's a hit or miss. I know, like in New York, it's not. We don't have the division rival. Like I know Yankees division rival are the Boston Red Sox, and they're
Yeah,
like fucking pathetic when it comes to that. But when it comes to like New York and New York, like the subway, like by the way, I don't know if you heard that, but the Major League Baseball is doing next year on September 11th. They're doing the Subway Series. They want it to be all around New York. So, but like it can be good competition. It can be fun competition. Like when it comes to like Yankees and the Mets, like who's the better city, you know? But you can go to one of these games and literally like you'll see that there are some like a lot of good sportsmanship. It's like, oh hey, the Mets won, congratulations, the better team. You know, the Mets kicked our
yeah,
ass. Like they can own up to it. But then you still get people who like, you know, my uncle who were like, oh my God, how did they fucking win? Like, or whenever the Yankees win, they're like, boo, yeah, and I'm like, dude, it was just a game. Like, we still got 2 more games to go. Like, can you chill? Like,
yeah,
but I really do feel like it is a Pennsylvania thing of just the way they are.
right. Like when Eric went to that Pirates Phillies game and he was telling us about it, I was like, okay, like
Hmm.
all right, you probably, but then there's probably other people that are like, fuck the Phillies or fuck the Pirates, and I'm like, okay, like you paid all this money, and if you end up getting like kicked out of the game or whatever, like,
Hmm.
you're stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I I don't know. I did see Pitt in West Virginia, and that was fucking crazy. But
Hmm.
like again, but some people can contain it, others can't. You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's for the love of the game, but at the same time, you got people that are fucking morons.
Oh, you get the ones who take it to the extreme. Yeah.
Oh,
Like when I went to the Subway Series back in May. So I'm trying to cross off certain things on my bucket list. One of them was like, I've never gone to a Subway Series. Now I did. And when I did, the Mets won. I really want to go to a Mets home opener. So I'm about to do that.
yeah,
um, you know, I've gone to Yankee Stadium twice, but like when I went to the Subway Series, it was like a fun competition. You know, like at one point the Mets were winning and then the Yankees tied the game. And so you have this section of all the Yankee fans, and then you get this side that's all the Mets fans, right? And it would be like a back and forth battle of they would say, let's go Mets. And then the other one would be like, let's go Yankees. And it would be like, who is the loudest in the stadium right now?
yeah,
Right. And it's like fun sportsmanship, that fun competition, but then you get those that, you know, will throw a punch because the Mets won, and it's like it's still a game, buddy.
yeah.
It's still a
It's
game.
still a game. Yeah, and then you get kicked out, and then you get fucking in an altercation, and like, was that really worth it over a fucking a game? Like,
Right?
I'll never understand that. But I was like, I'm sure I'll figure out maybe something will happen on Saturday. So I don't know.
Well,
But
Saturday you're going to a Pitt game or a Steeler game?
a pit game,
Pitt.
yeah. So I mean, they're playing Duquesne, but it's also Rib Fest. So pray for me because it gets so chaotic down there, and I fucking hate it.
What?
Because
Should
it's
I send
Labor
my
Day
little
weekend.
exorcist?
Yeah, center down, bring the halo.
Right?
Yeah. Oh man. But all right, me and Sam are gonna go for the day. Uh Hope y'all enjoyed it. Yeah, sorry we were gone for a little bit, but we'll be back next week.
Hmm.
Same bad time, same bad channel. For Samantha and myself, we'll catch y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.